Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of A Lawyer Plays The Long Dark with me, Ryan, the gaming lawyer, as we continue on our never-ending quest to bring firewood and other assorted things to a blind old lady who doesn't have voice acting, and hopefully find some stuff for ourselves, some answers about Astrid. But if you recall last time we just dumped a bunch of stuff in her house, and we are now continuing on our quest for, I think I just want to find firewood. Right? And that's about it. We started harvesting the deer over there. It's still got a hide. Should I harvest the hide? No. Okay, no. I gotta keep looking for firewood. The reason I'm kind of feeling like messing with the deer is because if there's stuff on the deer, that could attract wolves. But I already got the meat off of the deer. Alright, I said I wasn't going to look in every building, but now this little house has got my curiosity piqued. We looked at the house next door, which actually had quite a bit of real estate inside. Cardboard box. Oh, jerry can.
Could be useful.
And oh, cured leather. That's what I was looking for my shoes. There's some cloth. That's nice. Metal shelves that we can break down later. Stack of papers. Crate. If we can break something down in a place while we're not freezing, that's good. We are also right next to that lady's house, so it's not going to be a huge deal to run back there since I'm picking up some sort of heavy stuff. And is that everything in here? There's another door back here too. It's a small house to have two entrances. Do they really need two ways in to a 10 by 10 hut? Anyway, I won't question won't question whoever designed that 10 by 10 little house, but just saying. I feel like one door's enough. Alright. Wait, I can't drop, now I want to look at that firewood thing again. Back outside. Loading screens galore! And, yep. Hey, lady. There's lag. It's the only performance issues I've had in this game is coming into this house. But that was before I dumped all my crap all over her floor. That's probably not helping. There's a lot more to render in that room now that I've dumped my stuff all over it. Okay. No items of this type. Does this count? Ooh. Yes, it does. Okay. I want to fill that up and see maybe if that makes her happy. Because that's one thing where I can put stuff that when I look at it, it's not all red, like, oh, you can't, you know. And let's see. Making such a mess. Making a mess. Okay. Where was there. The leather? No. The cured leather. Oh, that's not very much. We'll drop this too. I just don't want to be carrying around like tons and tons of unnecessary stuff. For example, I very seldom use water purification tablets, but they're good to have on hand. Hold on. Whoa, okay. I didn't get to that mute in time, but luckily it was a false alarm, that sneeze. That could have been epic. Alright, so close all this. Because that was like over a pound of purification pills. I've got a lot of matches too. Let's maybe start by the fire. We'll put a little match corner. Because maybe I'll keep that one and I'll drop all the other ones. Drop all. Keep the one with the stack of 18. Drop all. I will drop the other ones. Just because a man doesn't need to use 18 matches at once. 18 is, if I got trapped in a weird emergency, I might go through 18. But I don't think I've ever in this game in one spell used 18 matches. And then needed more. I don't think I've even come close. But I do feel like we've got enough matches that I don't need to be super stingy with them. Oh wait, we had some, crap. Every time, this is gonna be my thing. It's gonna be my thing for this series. Is every time I exit or enter a house with a loading screen, I'm gonna remember something that was inside. I wanted to get this reclaimed wood and put that in her little fire container outside, which I don't know if that's counting towards some sort of a reputation thing with her, but the only thing she told me so far was to go get firewood, which I haven't really been doing. But this thing is counting, it seems to be counting this stuff as firewood, so I'll do it. Transfer all. Yeah. And then I'll continue my little exploration. This little town here, just went down this side street. I've looked inside both those houses. Now that I'm realizing that that if I break stuff down inside the houses into reclaimed wood, that little box counts it as firewood. On this thing, this maybe quest that I'm on for firewood. Maybe it counts, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. Haven't gotten that far into it. Okay, this is feathers. But right now, whether it's an actual quest or not, let me see. Oh, I probably should check this because we do keep track of quests. Stock with fuel you find around town, sticks, firewood, broken down furniture, or coal if you can find. Oh, okay, fine. So officially, that's I am doing something that's official. I thought maybe I was just creating an imaginary quest for myself, in which case it's like, well, you know, that's what you do in the game anyways. When like playing the sandbox mode. Can I read it? Margaret, we have to stop accepting mail at Milton. We have no way of getting it back to the mainland, but we can't tell people that, or they'll know we've been holding on to it all this time. Find some excuse. Whenever you can, encourage people to use email or drone if they can afford it. I'll keep my eyes open for the mail van, but I don't hold high hopes. I imagine Jack probably drove it into a tree again somewhere in the back way in the back 40. We're likely to never find it back. Damn, I should have stopped him from taking the truck while he was on the drink. Alcohol. I'll see what I could do to fix the situation. Hold tight. So is this, they keep talking about the mainland. Is that just when you're way in the deep wilderness like this, what you call society? Or is this actually like an island? I don't recall it being an island. Or anyone saying that it was an island, but could be driving gloves. Okay. Soda, book, trash can.
I think I can use this.
We'll leave her that little note there. Stack of papers. I'm really... Okay. You know what? I feel like I'm accumulating way too much crap right now. Especially since I'm dumping it all in that lady's house, and I'm getting all sorts of graphical stutter in her house. I'm starting to second guess the wisdom of hoarding a bunch of crap and then dumping it off in her house. Is there nothing else? Alright, get out of here. Oh. So, well, now that we're doing this, the game seems a lot less exciting than it was a little while ago. Although, we are still sort of dangerously running low on food. There is a wolf at the other end of town, and screw him. Screw the wolf. Is anything in the back of this truck? At least if he sees us, there's lots of little places for us to hide. Maybe that's why these houses have 2 doors. It's a 10 by 10 house with a whore, with a door, with a whore on each side, with a door on each side. It's because people are constantly ditching the wolves. Let's see what's in Milton's Credit Union, shall we? Oh, there's a sign on the door. Oh, it's probably just saying how currency doesn't have any meaning and we're all gonna freeze to death. Bye-bye. We're leaving town. Okay, I'm not even gonna pick up cardboard and papers anymore because all you need that is for kindling, and I don't think we're ever gonna run out of kindling. And I'm sure, yeah, no more cash. I'm sure I'm gonna eat those words eventually, but be like 40 hours into the game we're dying, and it's like, if only I had hoarded more kindling. It's the actual firewood that we need to hoard. Yeah, a little orange soda is good. Apparently there's no need for computers. Food, and I accidentally took some paper. Can I break that? Oh, hacksaw to break down. Give me metal. Don't need a stack of papers. Metal chair. Okay, right. I keep thinking like in Fallout, there's that crossover where it feels a little bit like Fallout. So
I can always
I'm
use
like,
more
oh,
food.
there's registers. Maybe I'll find some bottle caps, like some currency in here. How are we doing? Oh, it's getting towards the end of the day. No, I don't want a stack of papers, but if it's in a drawer, I'll take it because whatever. Okay. It's a tin of coffee. Ooh, coffee's good. Salty crackers. Oh, right, well, container. Okay.
I think I can use this.
Not gonna stress. Ooh. See, that's again. I'm thinking. Oh, without any cops here, we could break into the safe and steal all the moolah. But it's not gonna matter. It's not gonna matter because money doesn't. I guess technically you could burn it. You could use it as kindling,
That'll
but as
do it,
we have established, I think kindling is the one thing that we're gonna have enough of in this game. Bank vault.
Locked.
I need the
Can't
code.
get in here yet.
Bet I can find the code if I was obsessed enough about it. Although I doubt it's as easy as checking that there was that note on the front door. There, by the way, the safe code is blah 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 blah. Were there any registers in here I could have been looking at though? Now that I realize I can search registers. No. I looked back here already. What can I do with the toilet? What? Yeah. That's considered drinkable water? Oh, I did check it later. Because in the first episodes, or first episode or two, I wasn't sure if it was potable or potable. And how to pronounce that word. And that I would check later. And I said but I'm pretty sure it's potable. No, it turns out it's potable. So I think it's the first time I've actually said the word again since then. But I realized that, I think I said at the time, there are a lot of words that I know from reading that I've never used in casual conversation, and therefore, let's see, due to global economic realities that are well known to you, we are unfortunately unable to remain in operation. All banking services are hereby suspended until further notice. That seems, I think it's understandable. But, anyways, yeah, so that was one of the many words. Sometimes it happens in my live streams too. I'll say stuff and then people will make little snarky comments about like, oh, he doesn't know how to pronounce this word. Well, it's true. I think I know how to pronounce more words than most people do. But not as much as some. And at the very least, I know a lot more words than most people do. Betrayal. I left him like I promised I would, and I waited here like you asked. Where are you? It's getting too cold to sit here. Pick me up at the old P.O. when you can, and let's get out of here. If you don't pick me up by midnight, I'm out of here on my own. Well, there was talk. The old lady was talking about that there were a ton of people that left. And I'm still habitually checking back seats of cars, even though up to this time, I have not found a single thing in a back seat of a car. Oh, there's the old trunk. We found some stuff in trunks, haven't we? What I could really use is some food. Nope. Alright, we're not... There's no back seat in this one, right? Alright, let's get out of here. There are insides of this house I could look at. Oh, that's one thing. When it's windy like this and you're walking into the wind, it actually slows you down like considerably. That's screwed me up a few times when I've been caught out in a blizzard and I'm like, well, I'm only like a quick hop away from shelter, like back towards the house, and then you get out, you're trying to get back to whatever little shack you're taking refuge in, and you're going against the wind. Okay. So we've explored around this. There's still one little street there that didn't have a wolf at the end of it. This main street had a wolf chilling right at the end of it. And it's almost time to go inside anyways. But I would like to see if I can find some more gosh darn firewood. I'm not going to worry about the cars on this block. Not a single car that I've encountered so far has had firewood in it. But I wouldn't, at this point, mind going into some houses to find things I can break down into reclaimed wood. That's a nice way to spend your time without freezing to death. Okay, I hear ya. And in this game, when you hear wolves crying in the distance, you better watch your ass, because it's not just a sound effect. Wolves are not just ambient noises to make you feel a little bit spooked out. Can I go in this door? It looked like an unlikely entrance. Realistically, I probably would not have been able to go in because it was half buried in snow. Oh, this house got its own fireplace? See, this is the sort of thing, if the magic...
use more food.
If the magic fire ever died out in that lady's house... Look, I can break it down. Okay, but that's gonna take a long time. How much is this? 1 hour? Alright, well I think... we found the mother lode. Well, in fact, why should I go back? Well, I guess back at her house it's warm. I was gonna say, why... there's probably a bed in that house. But we're still only like 50 steps away from her house. In fact, you can see it from here. I'm hearing a lot of animal noises that are making me uncomfortable. But yeah, we'll just go back to her house with the never-ending fire. And how are we doing on everything? We're hungry, we're thirsty, but we're not starving, we're not dying of thirst. But we're getting close. Gonna stop by her little wood box and drop some stuff in there. I should pay closer attention to that. Oops, no. Cancel. I should pay closer attention to the quest logs, because I keep forgetting that that's there. Would the newspaper be considered fire? Let's put some of that crap in there. Oh. They counted? Alright, I keep saying... Okay, how about the books, huh? Alright. Yeah, oh wait. 12 out of 30. Okay, get inside. I just saw something like it could hold like 300 pounds or something like that. This could end up... I might have to just... I don't know. If it gets too monotonous... I'm normally in the habit of pretty much posting up everything I do in the game as Let's Play, but if things get a little too too anonymous, if they get too monotonous, occasionally I will cut it together into a montage, which is not time effective for me, but sometimes it's necessary to keep from boring people to death. I like to think that you guys are here for my charming personality. So even if I'm just collecting wood for 2 hours, that everyone's like, oh gosh, it was still so much fun watching you play Game Lawyer, even though you were just cutting wood for 2 hours. It was fantastic. We loved every minute of that magical time we spent together. What am I need food. All right, let's eat some of this crap. It's heavy. I think the weight... Well, actually, I don't know. I was gonna say if the weight to nutrition ratio is bad on that. Takes forever. Right, getting through it. It is filling me up. Now I'm thinking about it, because we've eaten 2-pound chunks of deer meat that seem to have given us less hunger than this. So maybe it's not so nutrient sparse as I'm... It's just that each bite only has a little bit. But comparatively, it actually seems like, per weight, like it's pretty nutritious. Gonna fill up on our water. We're not freezing. I think we may even want to stay up a little bit. There was still some, we can maybe fix our shoes up a little more, some of our clothes. We had extra socks happening? Here, let's get... There was some slightly nicer socks. They're the ones. We're gonna switch that out. And we can go in here and... Let's see, actually, are these better? Yeah, let's swap out the, whoops. Where is it? Here we go. Why am I wearing these sports socks when I could be wearing these much better wool socks? I think it's actually possible to get overheated in this game. I'm not, but it's so rare that I'm actually not sure if it's ever happened. I think it can happen, but I can't remember maybe more than once it ever being an issue. Normally you try not to freeze to death. Okay, let's tear some of this crap up for cloth. Harvest. Oh yeah, and didn't we drop some other clothes over here that we were just gonna harvest later? Dropped a couple things, didn't we? Leather shoes. Alright. And... harvest. Because we only have one sewing kit, too. And that runs out, doesn't it? Where is it? Don't I have a sewing kit? Maybe I used up all my sewing kit. So that, oh well. Ruined. We're just harvesting right now anyways. And I would mess with more stuff, but I feel like it probably is a good time to rest. To get our 8 hours and get up with, and if it's too cold to go outside, then we'll screw around by the fire. But this is a rare and unexpected luxury. After all the time that I've spent stressing about having a fire going. Ooh. That's early. Okay. It's coming to this house where there's this never-ending fire. It's pretty refreshing. And just thirsty. Oh, I am hungry. Okay, gonna eat. Let's see. Let's have some of this stuff. Drink some of this. It's more that we're thirsty than anything else. And is it gonna be too dark too? Okay, so fine. We'll do some more crafty stuff. Let's see. I think there's nothing else. Oh, there's this. Worn driving gloves versus what are we wearing now for gloves? I feel like what we're wearing is better. Okay, so we're gonna tear up those other gloves. Oops. Watch Gaming Lawyer tear up gloves. Actions. Oh, it's gonna give us leather. Our vest. Leather driving gloves. And this'll take a while, wasn't this? Yeah, it's over an hour. Let's get this out of here. And it should be, I think it's light enough outside. Does anything am I getting too heavy on the amount of 8 cloth? That's heavy. I'm gonna hold on to that though. I mean, cloth is pretty much essential. And I could very well end up using that cloth if I get stuck in a house somewhere or something. Sometimes you get stuck on a place because you're too cold and you gotta do something to pass the time. I wonder if I get enough trust with her, if then I can go through her fridge and her other stuff without her considering it stealing. Because when I look at something that's red, that tells me, and I know she's blind, that's the trap. She's blind, but you know she's like some sort of a damn mystic that's gonna know everything you do. Okay, now there's a wolf. I don't watch out for the damn wolf. And that's what I'm actually not entirely sure about is... How cold is it? It's pretty damn cold. I was talking about the wolf sounds earlier I was hearing when I was out this way. And I'm not always sure, because sometimes they sound like ambient sounds, but I think that definitely means they're around. But does the fact that I heard them when I was over here mean that I gotta watch out for wolves? I'm just curious to see. I've got some, warmth to me right now. Oh, she wanted mushrooms as one of her things, too. So I'm trying to remember now. With the, prepared mushrooms. When I'm not standing in freezing cold, I'll go back and read about what these do. But I want to go check this broken down house over here. See what's up with that, and then maybe there's some easy wood to pick up. Alright, we're still okay. I know we're being shivery, but we're still okay. We're not at risk of hypothermia or anything weird. Melton School, you say. I can't open... can't open the door. Can I break stuff down over here? Planks. Takes 30 minutes to get 6 reclaimed woods. Okay, well... What I was hoping was we'd find... Okay. It's really... There's a little bit of wood over there in the playground. What I was hoping we would find is like a shed with a whole bunch of... Oh, coal.
What have we here?
Yeah! Something like that, for example. How are we doing on weight? Still good. That stuff wasn't very heavy. But I'd like to find resources that are ready to pick up and go. Take. Branch. Can we break this up into logs later if we want to? Maybe that's too big. Stick. crate. It's gonna take 30 minutes. Alright. I was thinking of checking because there could be stuff inside it. But I don't know if there's anything inside it that we need badly enough. So, I feel like,
Fingers feel numb.
we're gonna have to get back into the house and warm up a bit. Actually, maybe we can get into the house over here and warm up a bit. And I am noting that we're over the 30-minute mark, just barely, but we are there, so it's probably a good time to break up the episode. I'd like to thank everybody for joining me once again in another episode of A Lawyer Plays The Long Dark. And until next time, I hope everybody is doing well and take care. Bye-bye.